Scanning. Identity authorized. Welcome to the Secret Superhero Club Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Animation Station Podcast, your home for discussions and debates about all things animation. Each week, we'll rank, review, and revel in animated shows from yesterday and today, and from around the world. So grab your Acme slingshot, set your mobile suit to autopilot, and put on your mouse ears. The Animation Station Podcast begins now.
How you guys want to do it? How you guys want to play it? I'm freaking hot.
If you don't talk about it, I don't think about it.
It's hot. So how you want to do this?
It feels really good over here.
That must be nice.
I have this whole room to myself. It's nice.
That does nothing.
That does nothing.
That does nothing.
To
That somehow makes it hotter. You turn off the lights and it's hotter. Welcome to the Animation Station Podcast. My name is Josh.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Brittany.
And today we're going to talk about Miraculous Ladybug. Yet again, our second Miraculous Ladybug episode.
Yay!
And we brought Hannah back. And this time, we brought a very special guest from Cloud City Cast, Brittany DeCosimo.
Yay, I'm so happy to join you. Without Liam.
Without Liam. Thank goodness. My God.
This episode would not be a good episode if Liam's on it. It would be all of the negative.
It would be all. It would just be like, yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, Miraculous Ladybug. Yeah, no. That was my.
For me, I didn't think I would be a fan either. Like, I'm lucky that Remy made me watch it, because it definitely took me a little while into that first episode, because I can't get over this type of animation, and the story pulled me in because it reminded me of my childhood and when I was sitting and watching cartoons back then. I was like, okay, this makes me feel like I'm watching cartoons after school, so I just got sucked in.
Nice. So last episode we talked about, we just kind of did a brief recap. We talked about the episode, the characters, we talked about our favorite episodes, we talked about our favorite ships.
Yes,
the
we talked a lot about
most
the
important
art.
thing.
Oh yeah, ships.
So
number one
is ships. So this week we're pretty much just going to be talking about our expectations for season 2.
Great.
And mainly we're going to be talking about ships, because it can't be Miraculous Ladybug, because it is a show that is literally built for ships. It builds them all right there. You go to a dry dock, they build the ship right there for you, and then they're like, have fun. They release it into the wild, like a butterfly.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. I did that on purpose.
No, couldn't tell it all.
Okay, so first off, Brittany, we didn't really get your, you weren't here last time, so who's your favorite character on the show?
Okay, other than Tiki and Plag, because I love all of the adorableness of shows. Anything that's cute in a show is more than likely going to be my favorite thing. But if we're going actual character that gets most screen time, I would say I like Marinette. I enjoy Marinette. I like her clumsiness. I like how insecure she is. And it's such a typical superhero thing. The superhero is always the kid that's the clumsy one, the one that shouldn't be a superhero, but they have the most heart, so it makes sense. So I like Marinette. As Ladybug, like I like her as Ladybug, but I don't love her as Ladybug.
Yeah,
so.
that seems to be the thing. Like, everybody loves Marinette, and then there's Ladybug, and you're like, cool, you're a person.
Mm-hmm.
That's nifty.
Yeah.
Same thing with Adrian. Everyone's like, yeah, Adrian's kind of there, but everybody loves Cat Noir.
That's true.
But Adrian's just kind of like, hey guys,
He's just there.
I have fencing lessons.
Kind of a little bit of a boring character, I guess you can say. But I don't know. I like him because he's sweet. Like, he doesn't, you know, he's not out in the world, even though he's a model. You would think that he's been everywhere, but he doesn't get to because, you know, his father is such a, is horrible. And I mean, we could talk about who he really is. And I want to know about his mother. Like, I want to know more of his mother's story. I think that's where they need to go in this season for sure.
And even though there are some spoilers for season 2 already out there, we're going to go with the English release, which has not happened yet.
Right.
So we won't be spoiling anything.
Great.
From like Tumblr or the
like,
internet, other than the fact that Gabriel Agreste is Hawkmoth, because honestly, that's not a spoiler. They basically came out and told you that. Right. So,
well, for the people who weren't paying attention, I'm sorry, but yes, Gabriel is Hawkmoth, and it was established about episode 10.
I think so.
That was
like
Simon Says, right? Simon Says, I think is when
I
they
think it was Simon
established.
Says.
Yeah. So, it's like, sorry if you weren't paying attention, but if you were, good for you. Good for you for paying attention.
Yeah, it's, oh man.
So, in that episode, though, they never really said it was him, right? It's just kind of like, it's him. It's like obviously it's him.
Because he notices, I think what for me is he notices Adrian's ring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, how long have you had that ring? And then Adrian pops off with...
Is that the only thing you ever notice about me? It's like, Adrian, what a poor little cinnamon roll he is. He's just living his life, just wants daddy's love, and daddy akumatizes people.
Yeah, for a living.
Yep, that's his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is for... Which is more of his job? Is his job fashion designer or is his job Hawkmoth?
Fashion designer by day, Hawkmoth by afternoon lunch break.
Like, yeah, it's usually around lunchtime whenever they should figure that out. It's like, what was your dad doing at lunch? I don't know, but that's when Hawkmoth struck. Crazy, right? Sorry, trying to think of where I left off because I was rambling, like I do.
Well, we were talking about what we talked about in the last episode.
Okay. And
we were talking also that we weren't going to go into the season 2 spoilers that had been touched on Tumblr.
That's right.
Okay. Which you know them, right? Josh, you know the spoilers?
Yeah, I know the spoilers.
I'm avoiding them like the plague.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, they're great.
No.
They're great.
See,
like,
that's why I'm putting off getting a Tumblr because I know this is coming out.
Oh, it's the best when you scroll Tumblr and you're like, oh, that happened.
I'm like,
cool.
No. I get enough of it on Instagram. I'm like, no, eyes burning. Keep going.
Well, I mean, we had to find out what was going on after the one trailer that they sent us
with the dancing.
And I found out what happens in the dance.
Josh,
I haven't even watched that one. So.
It's great. Yeah.
It's like you get the first. It feels like we get like the first full episode 1 almost within that.
Yeah, it was
trailer.
Basically, it looked like a recap episode for. It wasn't really a trailer. It was like a recap, but they called it a trailer.
Yeah. I watched it under the conception I was just gonna get like sneak peeks of upcoming Akumas and stuff like that. No. I got like episode 1. I was like, what? This is why I don't watch trailers.
How long was that trailer? How long was it?
A minute and a half.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's a long trailer, and so I'm avoiding anything else because I don't want anything else ruined. I want to be able to just go in fresh and enjoy whatever they give me.
And you don't want it to be spoiled that Adrian and Marionette dance with each other at Chloe's party.
Chloe gets angry.
And Chloe gets very angry.
Oh gosh, I hate Chloe.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this because let's talk about one of my favorite characters.
It better not be Chloe.
That is a lie.
She is probably she's the scariest person on the show.
She is.
Because she will cause the majority of the characters to be akumatized.
Yeah. We went through that on the other episode, right? Actually trying to figure out who
I think it was 15 of the 24 episodes she caused somebody to be akumatized.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, because Chloe is Chloe.
Mm-hmm. Kim did it once.
Yeah. Yes. And then Gabriel's done it twice. I think Gabriel Agreste has been at fault twice for 2 Akumas.
Yeah. And then the media.
Well, if you look at it, he's actually the fault of all of the Akumas.
Right.
No, he just helps them realize that they want to smash stuff. So.
Hulk smash.
Whose fault was the pigeons?
I don't even remember.
Oh, was the cop?
I think it was.
Okay.
I think the pigeon man was just the cop.
What a.
Pigeon man.
It was so
Or
good. 'Cause
the silly, the zoo one where he's like taunting
Yeah.
that was Kim
the
and
leopard. Oh goodness.
that was Kim again.
That was Kim.
Did
yeah.
it again.
Yeah, that was
Marionette causes one.
it's Marinette.
I did say I'm learning off of you.
I infected your
You
brain.
infected me.
I call her Marionette too, and I'm like, wait, no, it's Marinette.
Yeah, it's
that's-
like that was my problem in the first episode. I kept calling her Marionette, and I go, oh wait, it's because I read too much fan fiction. That's why.
Yeah, we just assume.
Yeah, but I mean
Us
Marionette.
Americans, we assume.
Us Americans, we like to assume a lot of things.
Because I mean Marionette causes what's his name? The gamer kid.
Oh, a Max.
Max causes Max. This is like, good job, Marinette. You caused this.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, she like takes his place in the video game competition.
Because she wants to play with
She just wants to play with Adrian.
So
Like, why wouldn't
I don't
she
know
if
why
he's
I'm
streaming?
blanking on this episode.
It's
I
actually a
thought
really good episode, so I'd go back and watch it because we
Okay.
did a while back ago. Yeah, it's a good episode.
They do a cool like Street Fighter thing.
Oh yeah, they do. Like in the street, they have like mechas almost, and they're like fighting back and forth.
Well, they do the Hadouken pretty
they
much
do!
too. It's awesome.
Oh, okay, I've missed this because
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember
You need to
any
go
of
back.
that.
It's a really good episode. It's a
Oh,
really
my
good
goodness.
episode. Yeah.
Liam might
Thought I
like
watched
that one.
them all.
Liam
Yeah,
might like
but-
that one because I mean,
Well,
Street Fighter.
he's been sucked into a couple of them just because it's on the TV, so he'd have to watch, but he'll never say that he likes it.
We know deep down inside though that he does.
I'm sure there's a
So,
part of him that's like, that
yeah.
was interesting. Well, that's as far as it will go.
So there's the whole theory that Chloe is gonna be the bee,
Oh, Queen Bee.
Queen Bee.
Get her miraculous, and she's gonna be a Queen Bee. I don't think she deserves. I'll say it again. Said it in the first episode. She doesn't deserve that adorableness in her life. She doesn't deserve a miraculous. She doesn't
I
deserve
know.
a Kwame.
But
That poor Kwame, you gotta figure, like,
Right?
they're so sweet, and she's just gonna torment the crap out of it.
yeah,
you
well, I'm
imagine
not
her
sure
and
Plag
Plague?
is sweet.
Her and Plague teaming up.
Yeah, that one might have worked out.
That would probably have worked out better
Probably
if
would have.
Chloe was Cat Noir. That would be hilarious.
But then he couldn't do cat puns.
He would still do cat puns. Why do you not think she would do cat puns?
I don't. Cause Chloe.
Yeah. She'd probably just steal. No, I'd say steal. She'd probably just buy something.
Yeah.
Probably would. Yeah.
How are they rich? Like, what is he? The mayor of Paris?
He's a businessman too.
Oh, okay.
I think he owns.
I thought he was
several
just
buildings in
like the
Paris.
mayor of Paris.
Well, he owns that hotel that
I'm like, he's
Jagged
not-
Stone comes to stay at. He owns that hotel.
Okay.
Oh.
I was about to say, like, he's not Macron. I mean, he's not that rich.
No,
He's not
well,
like PM.
No, he in the episodes where Jagged Stone, when they're sneaking into the hotel, it's because like they get banished from it because they made a big mess. So like Marinette and Adrian are like sneaking in, so Marinette can see Jagged Stone.
What?
Do you not remember that episode? It's like the first episode with Jagged Stone with the photographer.
Yeah. Did they make a mess?
Yeah, like at the very beginning of the episode, they get kicked out.
Oh, I don't remember that.
So they like make pizza delivery man disguise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I remember that part.
she wears the cool poncho and
Yeah,
which
poncho and,
which
like,
is cool
yeah,
that someone
motorcycle
just
helmet.
threw away a motorcycle helmet. Just like
Right.
motorcycle helmet and a poncho. We'll just leave these here. I'm sure some Parisian teen will use them at some point in their life.
recycling.
That should have been your Halloween costume. You should have worn a poncho and a motorcycle helmet with a pizza
I
box.
failed.
And you
Should've
could
been
have
my
won.
Costume.
I should have been 11.
You should have been Adrian.
I was gonna shave the head. I should have been 11.
You should have been Adrian. He wears the
No.
exact same clothes. You could have noticed.
No, you could have been 11 in this season. Her hair is grown out.
No, I wanted to be buzz cut. I wanted to wear that cool dress.
Oh, the little blue dress.
Yeah.
With the little pink jacket?
Little pink dress.
Is it
Oh, the pink dress.
with
Pink dress
Yeah.
with the blue jacket.
The
Yeah.
pink dress and blue jacket.
Yeah.
So you could,
that's
so
what I
you could have a
wanted.
box of Eggos with
Uh-huh.
you.
Yep. Put a
And your
little
nose
put a little
bleeding.
blood. Yeah. Would have been.
I feel like that
awesome.
had to be like number one Halloween costume this year.
I didn't see anybody with it.
I saw
saw-
it.
I saw pictures on.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw pictures on Instagram, but I didn't see anybody like in the wild.
Did you guys dress up?
I actually forgot it was Halloween because October was so weird for me. I was gonna do Beetlejuice, and
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Halloween got really weird, and I forgot Halloween was there. Like my mother asked, "Did you get any trick or treaters?" And I was like, "Oh, it is Halloween, isn't it?"
We didn't buy
That's
candy.
why people are knocking on my door.
Dang.
I went as an overworked podcaster,
Oh, okay.
so
All right. So
that
this
was-
look.
Yeah, this looked pretty much. Except I wore a hoodie, I think, and those
Gotcha.
headphones. That was my
More,
look.
more emo.
Pretty much, yeah. I had to draw more bags under my eyes because I had actually gotten the full night's rest. So it's a little bit
Darn.
different than normal.
You took that 4-hour nap.
I took that 4-hour nap, yeah.
Oh, a nap sounds wonderful.
Speaking of 4-hour naps, so back to Miraculous Ladybug. So now, Miss Brittany.
Yes.
Technically Mrs. Brittany.
Yes.
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 Either way, I'll take it.
B-dubs.
I like that.
BCs. Nope. Because. Nope. Because. You should be because. Like just a
Because.
B-C-O-S. That would be awesome.
I get what you're saying.
What were we talking about?
I don't know where you were going with that.
I don't know
I
where
don't know.
I was
You were
going
you were
either.
gonna ask me a question.
I was going to ask you a question. Oh, yeah. So, in this show, Hannah and I have talked extensively about ships. Do you have any ships on this show?
I think the more in your face one, I think Marinette needs to ship with preferably Cat Noir, but
The sister gets it. The
Yeah,
sister
but-
gets it, Josh.
but Adrian, I guess, because that's who she wants.
Right.
I love the whole, oh my gosh, we're blind to I love you when you're this person, but I have no idea you're this person outside of, your costume. I imagine in season 2 this is going to pop up somewhere. If it doesn't, how many seasons are we going to dance around this topic? But I would do Marinette and Cat Noir would be the ship because I feel like they're more compatible.
She gets it. Because it's like the better half of the personalities they've
Exactly.
given us right now. So that's why I'm hoping that maybe in season 2 they might write Ladybug a little bit better and they might write Adrian a little bit better. So then I'm more willing to actually, because we've talked about it. I
Yeah.
don't like the way they've written Adrian. I think he's too flat. I don't think he's like they give too much personality to Cat Noir, and I don't know if that's just because he can be freer as Cat Noir and he feels like he's more stuck as Adrian, and so he's
Yeah, I think
Flatter.
it's like the kind of like a Bruce Wayne Batman situation.
Yeah.
Where Adrian is Bruce, but his real persona is Cat Noir.
right. So I'm hoping that maybe that we'll see more of a blending of those personalities, kind of like as well longer as they are those heroes, the more of the melding of the two. Because I know you're not a big fan of the Ladybug persona.
Yeah, no, she's
with
not.
how Marinette is written as Ladybug. She's like, was it too forceful?
She
or-
is.
Yeah.
She's a bit too much.
Yeah, she's a
Yes.
bit over the top. And so I hope that maybe they might dial her back just maybe a little bit.
I think if we got more partners for her, like if we got Volpina, if we got Queen Bee, I could
want
see
Nino
her kind
as
of.
Volpina.
No, Ollie as Volpina.
I want
Nino
Nino.
as the turtle.
No, Nino.
Nino's
needs
the
to
turtle.
be- I want like a flip. You think it's gonna be Alia as Volpina.
But
Break
Ollie's
the
the turtle.
stereotype and do something that you're not expecting.
Alex as Volpina.
Do
No
it.
one would ever expect that.
Kim.
Kim is Volpina. I would love Kim as Volpina. But
Nathaniel.
no,
Nathaniel needs to be Queen Bee.
Nathaniel's just the sad artist that on the side who just kind of like sits there and just records everything.
No.
I'm sorry, it's true. He's just kind of there. He doesn't do anything. He has like 4 lines, and he's like, "What?" And that's the majority of his lines.
I like the
What is the girl's name that was Volpina?
Lila? I think it's Lila.
I always let the Hey Arnold bleed in, so I don't know
Oh.
if it's Lila or I don't know.
Lila.
Lilu. It's Corbin Dallas.
So is
Let me see. If
is she just like done as Volpina? No, she found the.
Well, she wasn't really Volpina.
because that was just her Akuma.
Well, she doesn't even have an
Right.
Akuma. I mean, her Akuma, yeah. Lila.
Oh, you're right.
So it is Lila.
Lila, yeah.
Um,
Now, there is one thing that we didn't really get resolved last season, which is, again, from that Gamer episode,
yeah.
where Marinette gives Adrian that bracelet. But then
You're still on the bracelet, aren't you?
Adrian never wears the bracelet, nor do we ever see it ever again. Except in season 2, because here comes a spoiler, so earmuffs if you don't want a spoiler. For Marinette's birthday,
We're not doing spoilers.
for Marinette's
though.
birthday,
I can't hear you.
Tiki spits in her hand.
Ew.
Yep.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, Tiki spits in her hand.
Does she?
She spits in her hand.
Not surprised.
Not surprised. And then Adrian, being the awesome gentleman that he is, to show that they're super duper friends, makes Marinette a bracelet to match his bracelet that she gave him.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because I can.
You're a terrible human being.
I saw it.
Because he's Hawkmoth in disguise.
Good.
Oh my
Fly,
goodness.
my little cool.
Evil.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But yeah, that happens.
I
So.
want something about the scarf.
Who cares
Oh,
about the
yeah.
scarf? He gave her a
Right?
bracelet.
I want the scarf. I want it to come out that she
his
made him this
his
scarf
parents.
and he finds out.
His dad is a multi-millionaire. He could have bought her anything in the world she wanted, but yet he sat down and handmade her a bracelet.
Well, it just shows how sweet Adrian is.
Yes, and that he totes has a crush on Marinette.
Well, if you go back and you actually watch stills,
He does
he
look at her,
watches her a whole lot.
but if you look at the wrong stills, his eyes are like this the whole time. And she's like,
There are some pretty funny faces if you pause in just the right place.
I always love those, like the animated, like Disney. Don't ever pause a Disney film because it's horrible, and their face is like halfway off the screen.
that's the best. And usually you don't even mean to. Like when you're like, okay, I need to pause this because I want to go grab a drink, and you pause it and you look and you're like, my gosh, what is that? I didn't even know that was a thing. Ugh. Do you want some more spoilers?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I'm fine. I'm good.
I won't do any more spoilers. Other than
Don't do it.
Okay, so we were talking about the ships.
The ships.
And what did you guys say? You had the same ship as me, Hannah?
Yes, I did. Yes.
No.
Man,
Okay.
I'm full on Mary Cat.
I'm totally for Adrianette. I am all about Adrian and Marinette. I
I would like that to happen. It just doesn't seem likely because Adrian is just so, like, just blind for some reason.
very blind.
I guess he always thinks about Ladybug. Mm-hmm. So he's not thinking about anybody else in the real world where he needs to find a relationship. So I don't know. I just don't think he sees past Ladybug yet, or if he ever will.
Well, see, it's one of those weird things where Marinette, for Adrian, whenever she's Marinette, she super freaks out. Whenever she's Ladybug, she also super freaks out.
Yeah.
But for Adrian, whenever he's Cat Noir, he's just flirty. But whenever he's just Adrian, he's not freaking out about Ladybug.
Yeah. I don't know if that's just because of how they decided to write him.
No,
and
I
that's
just don't
layover
think
from
he's
that.
super serious. I think it's oh man, Ladybug's the best. But it's not one of those.
Like, I'm in love with Ladybug.
I don't think he's
I'm
in
like
love.
her number one fan.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
He's like me with Baekhyun.
I think Alia would fight him for number one Ladybug fan position.
Well, that's fine. I'm sure he probably has a Helga type shrine to Ladybug somewhere.
I don't think
And with
he
his
would've
money-
gone that far, because Helga had that chewing gum statue of him.
Yeah,
of
but with
Arnold.
his money, I'm sure he has like
Gold.
all the little like wrappers and stuff from the Miraculouses. He just like gathers those up.
or like this really beautiful statue.
Yeah, he's
and, like
rich.
encrusted in some kind of semi-precious stone in the closet.
Rubies. It would be rubies.
Yeah.
It's like rubies and little bits of onyx all over the
or
place.
Ebony, yeah.
Oh, that'd be so cool. But mainly for my main ship, because Adrian and Marinette are gonna get together. Because I mean, that's like written by the gods. So I mean, that has to happen.
Unless they're gonna mess with their brains.
They may. They introduced a new character who fences, and you know who else fences? Young Mr. Adrian. Do you want more spoilers?
I have a feeling I'm gonna have to hunt down some creators and lay the smackdown on them at the end of this season. I fear.
Only because she looks remarkably like Marinette.
Oh, are they gonna do one of those?
I think so.
I roll my eyes in exasperation.
I think what needs to happen relationship-wise to be like every other typical old show and cartoon, they do need to do a relationship where it's like Marinette and Cat Noir, like actually have a relationship, but you have to keep it secret because they don't know that they're really the other person. So I think if they're smart, they're gonna do that. Like
Well-
I think that's the way it's gonna go.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the majority
Or
of
the other way, or Marinette and Cat Noir. Or I mean,
Adrian
Adrian
and
and
Ladybug.
Ladybug. I think it would probably be Ladybug and Adrian before anything because Marinette loves him no matter what.
Right.
Which, and maybe she will slowly start seeing something. I don't know. Maybe the eyes will give it away one day. So, who knows?
Well, that's the way that most of the fan fictions are. It's Marinette loves Adrian, but then she slowly finds herself falling for Cat Noir.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
usually something will happen. Adrian will figure it out.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, well, I know Marinette is Ladybug. So he he starts falling in love with,
Yeah.
Marinette instead. So Adrian can't fit. Yeah, it's a weird, that's the way that most of that stuff goes. It's a little bit much. And
No,
then they
it's
have a
not.
kid named Hugo
Or Emma,
or Emma.
which I find hilarious. Like, where did these names come from?
I don't know, but it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's like
These are their kids.
yeah, it's like the unofficial canon that they have a child named Hugo and a child named Emma.
What?
We don't even know where it came from. It just cropped up, and then fans just
And then
kinda
fans
went
just
with
latched
it.
onto it. It's like, well, those are perfect French names.
I don't think the show will ever go that far.
No.
I don't think we'll ever get them out of high school.
Well, and I think it's like the equivalent because like in Beauty and the Beast, Beast is never actually given a name. It's always just
He's
the
the
Beast.
prince.
He's the Beast or the Prince. He's never given a
Right.
name, but the fans have named him Adam. So I think it's like translating into kind of an equivalent into Ladybug and Cat Noir about kind of the same thing. And so I'll be curious as to see what actually happens because it's kind of the equivalent of like if there's going to actually be someone called Queen Bee or if someone will become a miraculous named Volpina. I think it's like something the fans have latched onto, and so I'll be curious as to see if that is actually going to be part fan of
Queen
the
Bee.
if that's going to be part of the canon or not.
That'd be kind of cool. I could see them doing it just for kicks. Just be like, the fans like it when we say Volpina. Let's use it.
Because I know that was your favorite episode.
Volpina?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we actually got story development in Volpina. That's the thing. Like, I like development. Oh, by the way, so Marinette does have to return that book.
Yeah, so that's why she's going to the Masters to give it to the Master.
No, she returns it to Adrian.
What?
Spoilers. Spoilers.
I'm gonna slap you.
So yeah, she returns it to Adrian. And so the theory is that Adrian then figures it out.
That Marinette is
Because the
Ladybug.
only one who was there who would have, been with that book was Ladybug. And so then if Marinette has it,
unless they rely on
and her, she can't talk whenever she's around Adrian. She's like, book.
unless
True.
they just kind of fall back on Adrian's kind of like obliviousness.
Which he is.
Because they use that pretty often in the series, so they might just use that as like.
Hey,
ticket.
here's the thing. I don't think that Adrian is oblivious. I don't think he's stupid.
I don't think
he's a very smart person. When the monster attacked, when it was Mei Lin as the monster, he took his shoe off and threw it to hide it to make it look like he was taken by the monster.
Right. That was clever.
It was clever. It was something.
And Ladybug's like, but there's none of the goo around it.
And then
I know, she just completely just killed that theory.
I also like how and that's another thing about Ladybug that I don't like. Whenever she doesn't really care about herself being like, whenever something happens.
Oh, like she totally discards like what might be happening to Marinette.
Exactly. Yeah, she doesn't care anything about Marinette.
Yeah.
Cat Noir cares about Marinette.
And being Adrian.
At the same time.
Yeah, because he doesn't want anybody
to find out. But even though he's totally like, yeah, let's show each other. Like, I'll tell you who I am.
Let's tell each other.
And yeah. So yeah, I don't really like that. Like it's the Horrificator episode, right?
Yes.
Like he goes and she's like, she's like, where's Adrian? And he's like,
where's
he
Marinette?
like ducks down and he's like, I'm over here. And like makes it sound like he's stuck in a cocoon. And then he's like, where's Marinette?
Oh, she's
like,
fine.
She's good. They're like, you could play along.
Has nobody put that together yet? Alia, come on now. You're
I bet you she does. Alia's like
they have the
quick.
same pigtails.
She needs to because right. They have the same pigtails, the eyes, and I mean I know we never go on like character description that's not what gives it away in the cartoons, but I think Alia, she's gone every time something's going on. Marinette is nowhere to be found.
It's like every other episode, even Alia's just like, "Where'd you go, girl?" And like
that was a very good Alia. I like how you put the girl at the end because that's something that she would say.
She does say that actually a couple of times. So it's like that Pharaoh episode. She's like, "Where'd you go? I mean, you were here and then you were gone." And she's like, "Oh, I became one of the mummies," and that was believable. But some of the other ones, not that great.
She doesn't even say where she was,
right.
Or they never touch on it. But she will question it, but they never say what she was doing. So somebody's gonna call her out. I think it's gonna be Alia.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Nino's a good friend.
Because Nino would never notice.
Well, one, Nino doesn't notice anything. He's just like, "Hey, bud," and that's basically what happens.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go back to that Horrificator episode.
Right.
Adrian is sneaking off, and Nino's like, "Dude, where are you going?" That's my Nino. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and I thought it would be cool if I put that jacket on, make it look cool for the shot." And Nino's like, "Dude, cool, yeah, let's do that. We'll win an Emmy."
He's distracted because he's trying to get his project finished.
I don't care, but your bro, literally your best bro, is about to go. There's a monster. There is a monster in the school.
Your
You've seen it.
classmates are slowly
You've seen
disappearing.
it. And he's like, your friend is like, "Hey, I'm gonna go off by myself real quick."
Yeah.
And then Nino's like, "Okay, cool, you do that. Have fun. If you see anything, scream." That's basically what Nino does.
But Nino still cares. Maybe that's why him and Adrian are such good friends, is because they're equally oblivious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
They're
Those
not-
poor things.
They're not stupid or anything like that. They're just like, if it's not like here, they're not gonna notice.
They're teenage boys.
Yeah.
They're exactly teenage boys. Like,
And I think
what
they do that
what else are
really
you
well.
thinking about?
I think they do that really well in the show, showing that these are kids. And especially like
I don't think
Ladybug.
Alia's a kid.
She totally
She's smarter
acts-
than everybody.
Alia's like a 30-year-old wizened woman.
She is.
That is Alia.
She acts like way older than like everybody in her class.
Yeah,
does.
like when Adrian asks Marinette to dance, and they're doing like your standard, high school prom dance. This thing, like hands on hips, hands on shoulders. Alia spins around and literally takes both of their
And like pulls them together.
pulls them together and puts them in the correct poses, and then spins off around to Nino. Spoiler.
I'm gonna.
He's
give
gonna
you
keep.
one
He's gonna
more.
keep doing this.
Yeah, Josh, cut that.
I bet it's not cut.
Nope. Won't ever be cut. Because I'm lazy. But yeah, that's what I mean, like stuff like that, like, Alia knows. I think she knows that,
Alia has,
you know.
like her girl's back. I think that's why I like her so much. Is that Alia comes to school the first day and she immediately attaches herself to this girl that she knows needs a little bit of like a backup, and they just click like immediately. And I think that's why I like Alia so much. I think that's why she was in my top 5.
Yeah.
Because she's a great character in the show. They write her so well, but I think, to be honest, they write all of the characters really well. I think the only one that they kind of misstepped on
Was Adrian.
was Adrian, and I hope that maybe they will adjust or make clear as to why they've written him that way in season 2.
Yeah.
I think that's where season 2 is going.
Yeah, like give us like an episode all about Mama Negrest, about what actually happened with her.
Yes.
And maybe a couple more episodes where it's actually interaction between Gabriel and Adrian.
Yeah. That would be pretty good.
Yeah. That's what I really want in season 2, is like more Adrian development. But that's what I've always wanted ever since I finished the show. I've been wanting more for Adrian.
Now, sorry.
It makes sense to why his character is the way it is because of his interaction with his father. Like he gets nothing. There's no emotional connection there. And obviously he's missing his mother. So I think with this next season, if they can give us a couple episodes, for sure an episode, but I would like a couple to see what happened that was so horrific that basically his father is Hawkmoth. Where? How did this come about? Why do you need to keep your son inside at all times? You know, I need to know this backstory.
Like have Natalie constantly policing where he is,
Yeah.
what he's doing, and
Like he didn't even want him to go to school.
yeah, like just wanted him to have private tutors. And so I understand that it's that lack of social interaction that makes Adrian pretty flat.
Does he have the other Kwame?
What do you mean?
Does he have the peacock? Or I mean,
The moth?
well, he's got one.
Yes.
So it's like, how did he get that one before Ladybug and Cat Noir?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I need to know his story.
Well, and I want more about Kwame's.
Yeah.
Because we've gotten a little bit over episodes. Like we had the Pharaoh episode where we learned that Ladybug has been around for a really long time, like ancient Egypt and a couple other things like that, how ladybugs have always kind of been around to fight the evil. But I'd like a little bit more, and I'm hoping that since we ended with them going to the Master, that will lead off maybe with getting a little bit more.
I think that's where we start, is back at the Master. Now, another couple interaction that I'm looking forward to, and I hope you guys are, because we only had it in one episode, is Minot and Alia. Spoilers, they get together again. Yeah. It's like another babysit thing. Yeah. Josh cut
Okay,
that.
so she's like my least favorite.
Oh,
Minot? She's pretty awful.
Oh,
the
my
little girl?
goodness.
Yeah.
The little girl is the worst.
Yeah, like that puppeteer episode's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That puppeteer. Or I don't know if it's the voice actress they got to do that dub.
She's just like,
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the voice for her that made her bad or what. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Minot.
well, don't worry, she comes back.
No, I thought she was done.
She's like, 2 episodes, that's all she gets. Get her out of here.
That would have been enough. Like, why does she need to come back? She's a little girl. What is her story gonna, further in this next season?
That's how I feel about Chloe.
Now, there is a story that,
Gosh, yes.
there is a
But
couple...
Chloe's, she has to be there though because
Yeah,
she's
she's the
the
evil.
villain in school.
She's the evil.
There's always one.
Yeah,
Is she the ultimate evil?
she's the ultimate evil, because
To me, she is.
without her, Hawkmoth wouldn't be able to do half the stuff that he does. He'd just be sitting there and be like, I wish there was some evil child out there who would turn everybody mean.
But he's an adult, so he can't creepily
Exactly.
come into the
yeah,
school.
he can't go
and
into the school. Like, he
turn
can't
people.
go in as Gabriel and be like, small girl, Alex, pushes her down a flight of stairs or something. He can't do that.
I'm going to ask a question, and I want to see what you guys think.
That Kim and Alex are probably the best ship. Yeah, I agree.
No, Rose and Julica.
Well, that's canon. Rose and Julica are canon. Kim and Alex aren't canon.
Okay, so no. My question is, do you think that Adrian or Marinette could be akumatized? Or do you think the miraculous allows them protection?
I think the miraculous probably protects them.
Because
Ooh.
Oh, Hannah's got a spoiler.
no, it's not
Oh.
spoiler. Because I would love it if he keeps trying to akumatize Marinette. Because of all of her insecurities that she has, and she is an incredibly emotional character, I would be interested to see if he would try. And about people around her getting infected because he's trying to infect her.
Was he?
So does he know it's her?
I don't know.
I don't think.
Because he knows it's Adrian, but he doesn't know.
Well, see,
about
here's the
Marinette
thing.
yet.
If they could get akumatized, I would think if you're Gabriel, you would try to akumatize Adrian, just to see.
Right.
Like if they can't be akumatized,
If that's like the
like if his
the
Kwame
warning.
tells him like, hey, yeah, you can't akumatize another miraculous holder, and he's like, okay, well, my son has this ring. Maybe I should try to
and
just as a like a
As
precaution, see if I can
experiment to
akumatize
see.
him. Yeah. And then if you can't akumatize him, then you're like, okay, well, my son, he's grounded now forever, and I take his rings.
or like everything that's non-essential. Because I
But
think
maybe that's
no.
maybe that's when we get a new Kwame, maybe one of them does get akumatized. So that's what, well, Ladybug or Cat Noir needs a backup. So out comes.
What if
one.
Cat Noir, what if Cat Noir gets akumatized?
because
and
he
he's
gets
a
mind
villain.
Controlled. He gets mind controlled all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
So what happens if he gets fully akumatized and he is a semi-villain through I maybe a 3 or 4 episode arc.
Get like an equivalent of Cat Blanca back again.
Something like that. Yeah.
I like that actually because I think that would segue into okay, so now your partner is kind of gone.
You need somebody
You
else,
need
and that's when
another team member.
Chloe comes along, the best character. She's been Antibug already. She knows how that works. She already cosplays as
Ladybug.
Ladybug.
She does cosplay as Ladybug. Yeah.
That is funny that she's so horrible, but yet still, fantasizes about Ladybug and is like, I love her so much. I want to be her. I'm surprised Chloe wants to be anybody but herself.
Right.
But
Well, if
she does not deserve a Kwame.
No, she does not. She does not deserve adorableness in her life.
maybe.
But I guess it would make for interesting story.
It would. It really would.
Yeah.
Now, Brittany, do you have any other ships?
Any other ships?
Yeah, anything else that's super good?
No, I'm not big. I'm not big on the whole relationship thing. So I know that's
She's
your
not
thing.
invested that way as we are.
It's because she's married and has a kid.
It really probably does matter. I'm like, just give me a good story. No, because my big one was, I've already told you the big one. So
Right.
from here, I love Alia, but I'm not a huge Nino fan. Sorry, I know, unpopular opinion. His voice enough bugs the crap out of me. So, and I feel so bad for the voice actor. You're doing a great job if that's what you're supposed to be doing, but
Yeah.
I just can't. That type of character is always in a cartoon, and that one it's just so obnoxious.
the homeboy best friend.
There's always a homeboy best friend.
And it's their whole, this is our take on California. It's is that where you're from? Are you from California, dude? Because you guys live in Paris, so I don't know what's going on right now. But no, I think I love Alia, and I did not see that actually becoming a relationship. But what can we do? I wonder if we'll have some breakups, and if breakups happening will lead to Hawkmoth, taking over.
Who would
season.
break up? Because now here's the
Rose
thing:
and Jewel.
can you re-akumatize somebody?
See, that's what I've been interested because it's the whole who's
Has
going
it?
to become akumatized. The whole class has been akumatized.
Well, they just introduce new class members, like the class
Yeah.
member that they do introduce.
Or are
Kagami.
is like the teacher finally gonna get akumatized?
Miss Bustier?
Yeah.
I'm sure Miss Bustier is gonna
The
be.
principal hasn't.
Yeah, Principal Lionheart gets akumatized. Spoilers.
I hate you so much right now.
I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but I mean, it probably is.
I believe nothing that comes out of your mouth anymore.
Did you like that spoiler I just showed you? Oh.
You can punch him, you know.
No.
It's okay.
I
Would that
bruise-
make
I
for
bruise
good air?
easily.
Would that make for good air? Because I have punched you before, accidentally.
Yeah.
You've snuck up on me, and I have like whopped on you good once.
Well, yeah, because you have like weird like swing first reflexes. Because I'm just gonna hit people.
That's good.
That's how
you need those in
that's
life.
how you break things.
I don't break a lot of things.
That's how we get ants.
I don't get ants because of
No.
breaking things.
No. But there is an ant character that does happen in Miraculous
Why are
Season
you
2.
doing
That's
this?
not true. That's an actual lie. There's not one.
Ah, stop it!
But
That's what this episode should be. Just a bunch of spoilers and name which one's real.
Exactly.
You know, guess which one's true.
like when Marinette actually like calls Adrian cute to his face because she doesn't know it's Adrian.
Cute.
That's a spoiler. That happens. That happens.
I see that happening.
Yeah.
And then her going immediately red in the face and stumbling over her words and running as far away as fast as humanly possible.
You know what I want to see more this season? I want to see more of like the super chibi, like almost anime-esque little sequences that they do with that
Yes.
happen in Marinette's mind.
Yeah.
I want to see more of those.
Like the little theater
Yes.
moments. Yeah.
That's what I
Agreed.
love those.
Agreed.
that is those I do. They don't do those moments near enough. Those are really fun moments.
So, what do you guys want to see? Like, what's your main thing that you want to see in season 2?
A kiss.
You want to see a kiss? Rose and Julica or Kim and Alex?
Any of the variations of the shipping shape between any of the forms of Marinette and Adrian.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
I have a question. Who ships the Lady Noir? I mean, not Lady Noir.
Lady, like...
Ladrian.
Ladrian? Not a lot of people do.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Wait, what is this?
So
Ladybug
they've
and
got
Adrian?
Adrian and Marinette, which is Adrianette.
Yes.
Then they have Ladybug and Adrian, which is Ladrian.
Yes.
Then they have Marinette and Cat Noir, which is Lady Noir. And then they have Marinette and
Cat Noir, and that's Mary Cat.
Mary Cat, yeah. Or Mary Chat,
That's,
if you pronounce the H.
Oh, yeah.
That's my ship.
Mary Chat?
This is what we've talked about like 8 times. That is the ultimate.
Yes.
So you want to see a kiss?
I want to see a kiss.
What do you want to see?
Like just anything in the show?
Yeah, anything in the show.
Anything.
Like this is Brittany is writing season 2 of Miraculous Ladybug. What's the one thing you want to have by the end of the season?
Oh, then obviously more what we've already talked about, more story about Adrian's mom. Like I need to see an episode. I want her alive or
Like flashback?
in the actual episode. So I don't know. I mean, because they haven't said she's dead, right?
No, she's
Have
just
they?
gone.
They just say
I
gone.
think
She's gone.
Like, missing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I assume. I assume
Yeah.
she, that maybe Hawkmoth he thinks if he gets all of the Kwamis that he can bring her back.
That's what
I'm
I'm thinking.
assuming, that's his ulterior motive is that he can help his wife in some way, or maybe she is dead and he thinks if he has them all, he can bring her back. So I want to see, definitely that. I need to see her in an episode alive. Or in the episode.
At least if we could get like a flashback episode.
Yeah.
Like a flashback episode with like
Right.
Mama Grest and like young Adrian.
She'd
Like
be
little
Adrian?
bitty baby Adrian.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Like cute little 5-year-old running around with his light up sneaker Adrians. That's what I want. That would be super cool.
Can I also tag on that I want reveal? I want to reveal.
You want that's my thing. I
want a reveal.
I want somebody to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't care who, but here's what I want. I want somebody to figure it out, but not tell the other person that they figured it out.
Ooh.
Like, I want Adrian to figure out that Marinette is Ladybug. Or I want Ladybug to figure out that Adrian is... I want Adrian to make a pun. And then Marinette figures it out and is like, oh my gosh, Cat Noir made that pun last night whilst patrolling or something like that. That's what I want.
Or something. I would actually prefer it if Adrian discovered who Ladybug was first.
Yeah, I think Adrian discovering who Ladybug is better than Marinette.
Yes, I think that would be better because I think like if Marinette found out, I think she would try to like escape Paris.
Yeah. Because then if Adrian finds out, then he will be super nice to Marinette in class.
Yep.
Nicer than he already is.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, the girl I'm like hardcore crushing on and hardcore crushing on is the same girl. Hot dog.
See, that would be pretty cool, Hot Cat. That would be pretty cool if, like, so he has like an inner turmoil.
Yeah.
Of like he likes he likes Ladybug, but he also likes Marinette.
Yeah.
And he can't figure out where his heart goes, and then he gets akumatized.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then he would be like, I don't know, the broken-hearted
Another Cupid-esque
something,
villain,
something like Kim,
Yeah, something like what Kim was, except
not as steroidy and angry.
yeah.
Or maybe they should introduce like a new guy character that is just really lovable. So then Marinette,
Nathaniel.
can fall for him. And then that's what, kind of makes Adrian realize, oh, I think I am falling for Marinette. Wait, but I still like Ladybug, And then I think they should introduce another guy character.
I think
Just saying.
I think I'd
I
appreciate
think so
that.
too. Another
Yeah.
guy character would be kind of cool.
You're looking at your phone like you're looking up spoilers.
Why would I look up spoilers? Toad's looking up spoilers.
I'm gonna break that phone.
Why would you do that? I'm being
Stop the spoiler.
I'm being a good boy. Oh my goodness. Look at that spoiler. Probably shouldn't say it. I'll put my phone away. Oops.
Put it away.
Okay. So, you guys ready to think I think we've talked enough about unless you
Like
guys want to keep talking.
We've done this nice, beautiful ramble through the fields about everything possible about this show, so I don't know. Unless you want to hear me gush about colors again, which I doubt you want another half hour about hair and eye details.
Oh, what do you think about the details? Like, have you noticed like all of the like the hair and everything for each of the characters, especially Adrian and
Marinette's hair. Oh, and Alia has
and
beautiful
Alia's hair.
Yeah, the three of them have like gorgeous. See, we're going down that rabbit hole again. Yeah,
like their eyes,
Oh
how
my-
they all have crazy eye colors.
beautiful saturation of color in this show. I mean, it's like a different saturation, like versus like what's another like Troll Hunters or something like that. It's just a different use of color, and it's
Well, Troll Hunters gets away with it. They put everything dark, and then
these beautiful pops.
then they do pops.
Yeah.
Whereas Miraculous, it's like color.
Yeah.
Just like here's a whole palette.
like-
Have fun with it.
When I first started watching the show, I actually felt like this is what if I was 5 years old and they asked me to color a show, those would have been the colors I would have used. Like all of the colors, all of the time. Yes.
Yeah.
When did this show originally come out?
20,
This is recent, right?
2015, I believe.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, so it's still pretty new. It's still pretty new.
Yeah.
See, that's what's crazy to me is that it's a show from 2015, but for some reason it just takes me back to childhood.
Yeah.
And like Totally Spies
It's
always
very
pops
much
up.
Totally Spies.
Yeah, like that always
Gosh,
pops
I
up.
totally forgot about that show.
Well-
Yeah, when I first watched this, that's the first show that popped into my head. And then I looked through Netflix and Totally Spies was on Netflix. I was like,
know,
what?
I've been meaning to watch it.
Fun fact:
Like-
Totally Spies and Miraculous Ladybug both have a main character named Chloe.
They totally do.
Oh,
don't
Fun
they?
fact.
yeah.
My favorite was always
Different hair colors,
I think
but
Sam.
oh, Sam was great.
I think I liked Sam.
Was Sam the short-haired one or the...
Okay,
The
I
long-haired
always
one.
get there's Sam, Alex, and Chloe. And my favorite was always the redhead.
That's Sam.
Is that Sam? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, because my brain was like, it's Alex. No, Alex is the blonde. So
Yeah.
Chloe
Yeah, and
is
Chloe
like
is
the
the brunette.
dark-haired. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Totally Spies.
Let's go
Oh,
back in time
loved it.
to Totally Spies.
Oh man, Totally Spies. And it's also kind of like Kim Possible too, because like
Yeah.
all of the villains in Kim Possible are very bright. Like Shigo for
Yeah.
one.
Oh my gosh, she goes like one of the best villains I think to have existed.
And then we get, ridiculously bright characters that, were some I don't even know who creates those characters.
That
Like-
must be a fun job, kind of just throwing those character designs up. Probably like, let's throw it at a wall, see what sticks, and we're gonna call it Stormy Weather.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Stormy Weather. What the best character.
Lady Wi-Fi was my favorite.
Worst character, Mr. Pigeon. Mainly because
Todd Habercorn. You can't hate on the character just because it's voiced by Todd Habercorn.
I didn't hate on the character because it's voiced by Todd Habercorn. I hated on the character because,
His eyes.
well, no, everybody wants to, okay, so if we think about it, the bubbler has a reason.
Yes.
He wants, Adrian to have a good time and wishes all the parents would go away.
Right.
Well, what's Rose? What's her thing?
Perfume.
I mean, not Rose, Julica.
Reflector.
Reflector.
Reflecta.
Reflecta. She doesn't like being invisible, so she wants to turn everybody into herself so
Right.
that everybody's the same pretty
Yeah,
much. So
right.
there's no outcast, which is cool. Mr. Pigeon just wants the
pigeons
bunch
to
of
be
bunch of
left alone.
pigeons.
But he wants to protect the pigeons. It's a
The pigeons
respectable
the
life.
pigeons in Paris are fine.
It's a respectable thing to want. Protect the pigeons.
No, but he goes yeah, no, he flaps his wings and he does weird stuff and it's Todd Habercorn. It's Mr. Pigeon.
You know what's cool about this show too? I'm not really a cosplayer, but I feel like these are such great cosplays.
Oh,
and
yeah.
why I don't see more of them, I'm surprised.
Because it's ridiculously hard. How do you put something like that together?
I would.
But
I think my
that's what they like.
goal would
Yeah?
be like to do, because I know Stormy Weather was kind of like a lousy villain to start the show off, but her concept is one of my favorites, and trying to, I think, make that wig would be a grand time.
It's like this.
Yeah, exactly, trying to get the hair to do the
Ugh.
because it's like swirls even.
Like Lady Wi-Fi would be, that's manageable.
Yeah,
The bubbler would be ridiculous.
Can you
I don't know
imagine
how
being
you could
Cupid?
do a bubbler.
doing Kim's
You can't.
those wings, man.
Alex would be cool.
Oh yeah, that would
Or
be fun.
what is she?
Reflecta.
Reflecta would be fun.
Just get a whole bunch of pink spandex.
You can't really do Ivan. You can't do Stoneheart, and you can't do Horrificator.
No, you could do the Horrificator if you were a.
And what? Are you just gonna take a bunch of Nickelodeon gack and throw it at people?
Yeah. No, get silly
Shout out to
string.
Nickelodeon gack.
Silly string, just at everybody.
Yeah,
'Cause
you need a small child to do Mei Lin's, the puppeteer or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, what was
That'd be
You're just a really short girl.
That'd be that'd be a really fun family cosplay.
that would be pretty cool.
Like have her mom and then have the child as
If
the puppeteer.
if only we knew somebody who had a family, Brittany. That's your task.
I am not dressing Remy up as the puppeteer as my least favorite character of the whole
You
show.
could make him the bubbler.
The bubbler.
That because you could literally give him a
I-
little bubble gun. joke.
I really wanted to get him or make him a Cat Noir costume.
That would have been
I
awesome.
think he loves Cat Noir. He loves Ladybug more, but he loves Cat Noir.
Cat Noir is awesome.
Like-
So good job, kid.
It's
Good
so cute. He loves when they all change out into their costumes.
Does he like
And
the
when
posing?
they do,
The posing?
yeah, the posing, he loves it. So I'm like, oh, I need to figure out to get like a black suit or like a little morph suit or something for him, and then just cut out some little ears, maybe a little blonde wig. Oh my goodness! And I wanted to definitely do Ladybug, like just so I could be his Ladybug.
That would be
Oh, it'd
awesome.
so cute.
Oh, that'd be adorable.
They sold the costume. Spirit did, I know.
If you get the chance and you have the hair for it, so you could totally make it blue net, or I don't know how you get that color. I don't know how you get that black and blue color. to
I
work.
can totally
Hot
get that
topic.
color.
Hot topic.
I've had my hair was like a violet, but I would mix blue and purple, and I would just mix more blue, and it looked like
Awesome.
Ladybug's hair.
You should do that. That would be amazing.
When it's fresh, it looks just like her hair, and so that's why I think I love her character so much. I'm like, oh, I had that hairstyle.
Oh man,
Just gotta put some pigtails in.
that would be so much fun. I want to do it now.
Yeah, she would be a simple cosplay, I think.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
you
yeah.
can find a red. If you find her costume, simple. But if you just find a red jumpsuit and then put little black spots all over it, make yourself a little, whatever she has, yo-yo
Yeah, just get yourself a little
slash
yo-yo.
compact.
Spray paint it red and then put
Yeah.
little dots on it and have a little bag.
Yeah, you have to have the little bag.
Super.
Her little hip
Yep.
bag. Yeah, you need that.
Because, every fashionable woman has a hip bag. Like you do.
Fanny packs are coming back.
And if you do Cat Noir, you gotta give him like the tail belt,
Tail belt.
which is the
Yep.
best thing ever. That tail belt is perfect.
It is so silly, and that pose when that comes out, I'm just like, why did they do
I
that?
why
watched
would
it.
you
I was
post
a little
like that?
startled. I go, this is a kid's show. When I first saw that for the first time, I'm like, whoa.
It's so good.
He's pretty dramatic, but I guess it works.
Oh, Brittany, if you get the chance, watch the transformation scenes. Is it Spanish
Yes,
or is it the Spanish version?
yes, it's
Okay,
Spanish.
watch it in the Spanish version. It's adorable. Mainly Marinette, because she goes Tiki spots on. In the Spanish, she's like, I don't know what
It's like,
Tiki
"Yeah!"
spots on. She's like, yeah, and it's the best thing ever. I want it as like a text tone, so whenever I
You
get a
guys
text,
sounded
like,
like Mario for some reason.
Awesome.
Luigi's better
He is.
because he's tall.
Yeah,
Luigi.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
She gets all the cool characters.
Oh,
She's just faster.
yeah, man. Dang it. I'll be Toad.
Toad is a perfectly
Toad is
acceptable.
Toad is pretty cool.
He's the second best character.
He got his own game.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Toad.
Treasure Tracker.
Yeah.
I mean, Yoshi's adorable. Everybody loves Yoshi.
Are you okay over
I
there?
can't do it. When I was a kid, I could do the Yoshi or whatever that
voice?
was. Yeah, because I was not in puberty. And now that I'm finally going through puberty, I can't do it anymore. It's really tough.
Oh, I'm
It
sorry.
happens.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
It happens to the best of us. Puberty.
What a fickle thing. All right, you guys ready to end this?
Sure. Because we could
Let's
probably
do it.
talk for another half hour.
Probably. All right.
About colors.
About colors.
Colors.
All right, Hannah, where can everybody find you?
You can always find me on definitely Instagram and Twitter at asillyred.
What about you, Brittany?
You can find me at Citizen of Disney on both Instagram and Twitter.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh L. Kane. Now, Brittany, where can they find your cute little podcast that you do?
Oh, you can find us at Cloud CityCast on every social media, I believe. Facebook, you can go there, but we really don't do anything, so there's no point. And you can find the show on iTunes and Stitcher.
Awesome. And you can find all of our episodes on Instagram at Animation Station Podcast, on Twitter at Animate Podcast, on Tumblr at Animation Station Podcast, and on Facebook at Animation Station Podcast. If you do anything on Facebook, like if you have questions or anything, send an IM because I don't know how, like the Facebook thing, it's weird. I never see the comments. Like
Aw.
it never pops up. It's
So
just
you
like,
don't get notifications.
yeah, no, like
for when
I
people
don't get
comment?
notifications, so it'll be like 3 weeks later, and
Oh,
like somebody
bummer.
quoted commented on something,
It's
and I'll be like, oh,
it's the same for ours too. We didn't get, even though you say you want notifications, I don't know,
Yeah, it just
it's
never
set
works.
up weird.
that's why I'm
Aw.
like,
I don't
if you want to talk to the animation station, IM us, like do the
Yeah.
Facebook Messenger thing.
But
It'll
you
work
guys
that way.
always
That's how I
respond
know.
On, you guys always respond on Instagram, though.
Yeah, on Instagram and Twitter, yeah, we're pretty
Yeah.
good about those. And you can find all of our episodes on iTunes, Stitcher, and if you go to our website, animationstationpodcast.com, you can click on the podcast tab and find all of our episodes that way.
Cool.
That was fun.
Yes.
We'll have to do another one of these.
Well,
For
after that-
everybody's favorite show, Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Anybody?
Ooh.
Anybody?
We should do
Still
that.
haven't watched that one.
What are you doing? Get out of here.
Obviously.
Oh, it's a good show.
I know. Josh has showed me a couple episodes, and I have enjoyed what I've gotten to see. I just haven't watched much else.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not caught up. I still need to catch up.
New season
but-
starts tomorrow.
Does it?
It's Monday.
Well, I'm also promised a 13-year-old girl in my life I would watch Stranger Things. So
You need
I
to
also
watch
need to
Stranger
get
Things.
on that.
Brittany, have you watched Stranger Things?
We are, I think we're on episode 6 or 7 of the second season. So we're not quite done yet, but it's getting pretty intense.
Well, spoiler.
Don't do
the
it.
character.
You dare spoil Stranger Things.
I
Oh my
punch
God.
him for
I will end this Skype call right now.
You can spoil Miraculous Ladybug, but if you touch Stranger Things,
Right?
I get
There were-
strangled.
There were some, there were some comments that I was reading on somebody else's page, so it's completely my fault. And I noticed that they were starting to talk more and more about Stranger Things episode-wise, and was like, oh, exit out of this. I just know I'm going to be angry at these people, and it's not even their fault, because it's my fault for looking. So I was like, not even going to look at this page for a couple of days until we watch it.
Nice.
So should finish it this weekend.
Sweet.
I'm loving where this season is going.
Right? Oh, man.
Yes. You haven't watched the first season of Stranger Things?
Like I said, I'm
love
so
it.
far behind on so many things, and that's definitely one that I've had intentions of watching. And now that my best friend's middle child is really into it, I go, okay, I need to get my act together, and I need to actually watch this show, knuckle down and watch it.
And
Oh, you'll love it.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
And if you've watched Stranger Things Season 2, you can go to the Animation Station podcast and listen to our spoiler-filled review of Season 2. Literally spoilers in the first 2 minutes. That's what happened.
That's why I have not listened
Yep,
yet.
that's smart.
I will tune in after. Who's on the episode?
Oliver.
Okay.
So-
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think the other guys watched that show, did they?
Gavin is behind. He hasn't started it yet. And when I recorded it, because I wanted to get it out like the week after the premiere,
Right.
Yeah.
Corey hadn't finished it yet. So
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, oh.
Oliver had your back.
Oliver had me, yeah. Oliver's a nerd
Nice.
like me. We binged that.
Back in the day, before Remy, I would have, but then he wakes up from a nap and he's like, this is not a kid's show, Mom.
Be like, it is a kid's show.
I'm like, you're right. It's not. Let's turn it off.
do you like the one kid? I mean, the Billy who looks exactly like Rob Lowe / Robert Downey Jr. It looks like they pulled him out of the 80s. It looks like the two had a love child and then
But that's-
pulled him out and they were like, you.
That's how I feel about, what is his name? The brother. Dang it. I can't even think of the brother's name.
Jonathan?
Right. Jonathan. There you go. Yeah. He looks like River Phoenix.
He does.
Mixed with young Leonardo DiCaprio. Mixed with, there was another name that I had and I forgot who it was. So there's like 3 guys back in the either 80s and 90s that he is like mixed with.
Yeah, and he
This kid is beautiful.
and he kind of like plays it like an Anthony Michael Hall type character, where he's just kind of
He-
like, oh yeah, like a very Breakfast Clubby.
Oh, he's one of my favorites. I've loved him since the first season, so I hope he doesn't die.
Spoilers.
I will
Jonathan
punch
actually.
Don't you dare. Oh, I have some ideas of if anybody does die, I have an idea of who it's going to be or if there's multiple. I have some lists there, but I won't say them because that gives away too much.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, for you, Josh.
What?
I believe I don't know if it's Kim Possible.
Yes.
Do you have the Disney Now app?
No. Is Kim
Okay,
Possible on there?
So there was a random like little flash of a commercial that I didn't catch the whole thing, but it said on Disney Now and it showed Kim Possible. So if you want, check it out just in case it is there. Because they said that they were putting a bunch of old TV shows on it. So it might be on the Disney Now app. I don't think you need to have a subscription to the Disney Channel. I'll check. If you do, then you can use like my login or something.
Okay. Yeah, because if Kim Possible's on there, then yes, I would.
Yeah, because I
love
remember
that.
seeing a commercial and I was like, what is Kim Possible doing on the Disney Channel right now? And then they like flashed Disney Now. I was like, oh, maybe it's on the app.
Because if I can watch
tell ya.
Kim Possible and Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, That would be fantastic.
I totally forgotten about the Super Monkey Team.
Oh, it's the best show ever. It's the longest show title ever.
Oh my goodness, I'd forgotten all about that show.
Could watch the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, yeah.
Could watch Doug. No.
Yes.
Not when Disney.
I love
not
Doug.
when Disney.
You can't watch on Disney, but I love
Yeah,
Doug.
not
That's
when Disney
Nickelodeon.
took it over. Then it just kind of went, ugh. It got not good.
Oh, Doug.
Yeah. Ugh. Good.
We could talk about old shows forever, but we're already at an hour and a half.
Yeah, it is. All right. So you guys ready to go?
Sure.
I'm so hot. I need to get out of this room. It's killing me. All right. So for the Animation Station podcast, I'm Josh.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Brittany.
Bye-bye, little butterfly.
I don't have one yet.
Made you look.
Ah! You were supposed to do Chogi Wa.
No one would get it.
Who cares? Just do it. But you got to do it like Chan.
Oh, the Chogi Wa.
There you go. Okay.